Hi, this is Paul with your Bold Profits Daily. Today, I have another unbelievable, incredible, phenomenal opportunity for you. And it's something that many of you have probably been thinking about. You've probably been hesitating to pull the trigger on this because some people are saying that this is a bubble. Some people are saying that these stocks really should be something that you should be wary of. And other people just feel uncomfortable with it. So, what's this opportunity? The opportunity is marijuana, cannabis, and pot. And if you're following this sector, you will have seen that these stocks got hot last year and then they went down. And right now, depending on what stock you're in, some stocks are up and some stocks are down. Now, when you look at this sector, the cannabis sector, marijuana, pot sector, whatever you would like to call it, it is actually an incredibly disruptive sector to companies that make alcohol, companies that make beer, companies that make wine or spirits like whiskey, gin. Why? Because those companies can see that people in this country are actually drinking less and we're smoking less. And however, people are very, very interested in cannabis, marijuana, and pot because there's multiple ways that you can take it. You can obviously smoke it. You can have it through an edible. And there's people working on various different ways to drink it. In other words, in its own kind of way, it's a very innovative sector. And because of that, it can disrupt all of these industries that really make very good money. They have a ton in sales. They're very, very profitable. Now, here's why this is an opportunity, and listen carefully because this is important. You see, right now, 35 states in our country have legalized pot in some way. And there are states like California that have made pot completely legal. In other words, you can use it largely for any reason. It's no different than going to buy a bottle of alcohol. And then there's other states that have legalized it for mostly medical reasons. And then there are states that really have had no legislation thus far. However, all of them are looking to make it legal in some form. And the federal government right now has pot and marijuana and cannabis as a substance that is restricted. And they too could move to make this legal. And with that, all the barriers are going to be shed. And this is important because big investors, the big money investors, pension funds, hedge funds, the big asset management companies, largely they have stayed away from this sector because of the mixed legality of it. And so they're sitting out there looking at it and they see all the things that I've been telling you as that the fact that pot and marijuana and cannabis can take share from alcohol and cigarettes and wine and all these different places. So they're out there looking to get in when the legal environment is better. And the other thing that stops many people from investing in it is that because pot has been illegal and it has this taint of being something unsavory. However, that is largely a generational thing. And I would tell you that most people in the millennial generation, most people in the Gen Z generation, and even most people in the Gen X generation, and for that matter, any number of baby boomers have no issue with pot. And to the extent that they are waiting for states and the US government to legalize it, they also sit there as potential demand. And that's the key to making money in the stock market. You see, you need those people to come in and bid stocks up. So before I tell you what to buy, I want to tell you about a special opportunity that we're releasing, Bold Profits, which my publisher is releasing for my service called $10 million Portfolio. And we have found a tiny stock. It's under $5, and it's got one of the most unique positions in the pod cannabis industry. And you can get in right now for under $5. And if everything that I'm telling you is right, this stock could soar higher. So check out the link below for how you can look into this opportunity. Okay, so how can you get in to pot? Well, the easiest way you can get in is to buy into an ETF. And one of the biggest ETFs, what just crossed $1 billion in terms of the amount of money that's invested in it, has the ticker MJ. And this ticker gives you access to virtually all of the liquid pot stocks, cannabis stocks, marijuana stocks that are out there. And a lot of these are Canadian stocks. A lot of these are very small companies. So unless you have someone guiding you, this is the best way to get in. Now, if you want the really, really astronomical, huge gains, well, then you do need to buy single stocks. And I can tell you right now that the stock that we're going to be putting into the $10 million portfolio, that's an incredible stock. And we also have stocks in my Extreme Fortunes service that are in there. So those are the two services where we have this sector represented. So look out for the link where you can subscribe to this. So that's my Bold Profits Daily for you today. Invest in pot, invest in cannabis, because the big money is not yet there. They're waiting for legalization. There's a lot of demand that can come, and I really believe soar this entire sector higher because they can replace alcohol and cigarettes and all of these other companies. So that's all I have for this week. I'll have another one for you next week. Until then, this is Paul saying bye.